Hello, YouTube. This is Cole with Meet the Bible Live. Never ready. No idea if this is working. I see the green light's on. My microphone is off. That sucks. Moving parts. This is Monday night live. Let me do my quick intro because I have it and it's cool. Is that cool? If I'm not sure I set this up right in YouTube, and my partner in crime is not here. Let's go to chat and see if there's anyone on. There we go. There we go. Is anybody? Deanna, can you hear me? Are we good? And I'm also going to play a video here, and there's a loop problem, and I think I'm going to have to go to headsets in order to fix that. Deanna, Dale, thank you, Dale. We had a few good warm days here, and then I got cold. Deanna's in Minnesota, like up north of Canada, Minnesota, as I recall. Deanna, can you give me are we live? Everybody can hear me and everybody's happy? I don't know why it's not on my notebook here. Okay, Deanna, give me some feedback, sis. It says I have a 1 second delay, so the thing should, I'm not bringing it up on mine at all. So, because I feel foolish if I'm sitting here talking and nobody can hear. So, this Monday's rather taxing. Every week is kind of taxing, especially for an hour. Nobody really wants to hear this for an hour. 5 by 5. I've seen that before. I'm just not sure what it means. Deanna, somebody give me some feedback. Are we working? I don't have any evidence I'm working. I'm sure it looks very unprofessional for me to keep asking. Oh, that guy, appreciate you coming. I am thinking maybe you're a guy. That guy. And I don't want to spend the whole hour time. I'm saying before I got distracted, I don't want to do the whole hour tonight. Even an hour is a lot of time and a lot of preparation and a lot of work. You're a good call. I have the chat under control. Good. All right. Kind of need that feedback early into the game because I don't know what's going on. And where's your sister Sonia at? Anyone? So we're on a roll here, and I love your chats. Yeah, this live chat thing next door, next video, and or me in this case, or guest speaker. Volume is good, cool, good. Just need a green light, thumbs up. Now, when I play the video, I'm going to have a side by side, I think. Can I do that? I need to know if the video is reverbing, if it's echo. I turned it off this time and it's not. By the same token, if you can't hear the video, then that's a problem. And these are still largely test runs. I'd like to see the YouTube to see what I'm showing here. I did see what last week this Florida footage in my B-roll was taking too much RAM. Like right now, you hear my motor running because it's still sucking RAM just on OBS alone. Everyone give me a number if you're excited. Number one, and thumbs up. Like and share this. We got to get this out. I'm thinking like the first Monday of the month, maybe start putting this out. I had a meeting a first Monday, but on shooting, but I'm gonna try to do this. If I'm getting 25 people join the chat, it's just too much work for 25, and I know it's not about bodies. It could be just me and Deanna here. But if you go by, a church and there's 25 cars or 50 cars or 500 cars, it's a mega church. I don't like those. If there's 5 cars on Sunday, it doesn't encourage people to come out. So what I'd ask when you get noted, I didn't really send out a subscribe thing or send out a chat on this one that I was going to publish show. I was going to, but I was kind of busy today. I was I'm at the abortion clinic, and I don't want to distract too much here, but I've been doing that. shameless plug for the abortion people fighting the abortion. You know, it's little victories. When I used to call in Iraq to get a letter in the mail or you know, so a package, Lord, called them little victories that we moved forward, and we had a tent under us instead of sleeping under a truck, and you know, landmines were clear, and you know, it was kind of less stressful. Those are little victories in the abortion battle. And I promise any of you, if tomorrow's Saturday, no, it's not Saturday, I'm thinking Friday. I didn't see Sonia do a show. If she did a show Friday, Deanna, was briefed, you know, brief. So if we're sending people to Sonia Gower's YouTube channel for a Friday show, you should kind of be there and join her. Don't know why this isn't on, but I know Deanna's at least got my back. And the reviews of this, the playbacks of this tomorrow and the next day, you know, should get some kind of hits. I know a little bit about the Muslim and the, you know, we got Shiites and Sunnis, and we got some, you know, just really, largely they're good. 80% of Muslims are the golden rule, just like Christians. You know, they're largely the same. But there's these radicals, you know, and they're out of control here. And this tonight's a video you may or may not have seen of kids in Philadelphia, America, singing these songs, kids, about cutting off the heads and you know, having teaching the Quran. Let me tell you, the Quran, and I meant to have it, I'm never prepared for these, but it tells you in the Quran, a surah means chapter and verse. I could look it up, but I'm afraid something might happen. That the Quran must be taught in Aramaic. Can't be taught in English. So all these English speakers, I mean, I'm in prison, I'm a prison minister. All these people, and they don't even know which way the east is, that are teaching the Quran in English are in violation of the Quran in itself. So anyway, so we're gonna have a short video on that. I'm not dragging my feet. I want some more people to join us, and it's a short video. And just look at the empowerment that the Muslims are getting in America and what they've done in UK and these other places. That's kind of how they do it. You know, they don't need to go to war anymore and fight us and kill a bunch of people. They just make a bunch of babies to take over the continent. And it's a brilliant idea, but we're losing this battle, and it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. Anyways, back to abortion. Every Saturdays, today was busy. Today was packed. You know, Saturday is the biggest day for killing babies, and Monday here in Carolina seems to be the next busiest for some reason. On a Saturday, go to your local abortion clinic, and you're going to see volunteers, sidewalk ministers like me out there protesting the murder of these babies. And don't park there. They don't park there. Park someplace. Walk over to them and ask them how you can help, whether you can just stand 2 or 3 hours a day, or money. Or a guy came today. I meant to read that. I don't even have it with me. A guy handed me a note and a $5 bill. Put a lot of money into this ministry now, abortionzero.org, Abortion Zero Ministry, and $5. I got $5 back today. We're still up a hill battle. And a letter, a little note, and I thought it was really cool. I don't know, maybe it's playing. I'll go. I don't know where I put it, if it's in my truck or what. But, and then again, I'm going to play this video and then come back to see if I'm going to play it and then come back to see if you guys can hear it correctly and get immediate feedback, Miss Deanna, and let me know that this is working right. It's growing pains. So, well, I think we'll go down to 1 Monday a month, maybe 2, but just I'll usually send out a notice. But go to the clinics, ask them how you can assist. And whatever you can do. It's rough out there. This guy pulled out today. I wish I had my camera on, and he meant to do a fishtail turn to the left, but this Charger was high powered and turned around and did a 270, went back the other direction. Very dangerous. There was a mother out there with her 3-year-old daughter, and you know, very dangerous. For what reason, I don't know that. Last week, one of the guys had cold coffee thrown on him. They threw something at me today, a candy bar or something, but I didn't trust it, so I didn't open it and do anything with it. Tobacco, someone flipped a cigarette butt at me, you know. So it's a battleground. It's a battleground. Twice now I've been called a racist. Is Sonia here? I didn't see that. It's a battleground and Satan's in charge, and you have to be a warrior. You have to be strong. And in this building, they're killing babies. That's kind of hard to stomach. It was harder for me at the beginning than it is now, but today they are crushing baby skulls. I have a video on that, video or two, and a little graphic. I should have put a warning up. I didn't know that. I don't think like that. Okay, this is legal in America. You can't kill an eagle, or a hawk, but God forbid, you know, why let a baby live? Who we're talking to in the line here. Let me do a test run on this video because I don't know. I don't know if it's working. Deanna, immediate feedback. Listen here to these kids. Listen. And back to me. Turn the volume on. Deanna, immediate feedback. Anybody. The volume work, is it what we expected? It was loud enough. Again, it's just a short video. I think this is amazing. No sound. That's not good. Okay, give me a minute, people, because I killed the sound, and I shouldn't have done that. Unhide all. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Give me a minute. I know, YouTube video. Okay. So that's good. You're gonna go kill the microphone and go back to it. Do that again. Zero sound. Let's try this. Sorry. Work with me, people. I'm over. Okay, transition, chat, split, talk to me, no sound, zero sound, no sound, still no sound, even with this, come back here, no sound on that. And I see they're not moving either. We got visual, right? They're not moving. Sound's not really important because I don't, who can, it's okay, try again. What's okay? Did it work? That's kind of what I need to know. Did it work? Did you hear the sounds? We have sound. Okay, so that worked. All right, but the screen's frozen, and I don't know why. Well, that's kind of making my point earlier. If you don't need the sound, you need the screen. If it's frozen, let me try it one more time, and then I'll come back and get immediate feedback. We have sound. Get immediate feedback if the screen's moving, or it was moving for you. Okay, so.
فازوا بجنات من الرضوان فاح العطور المسك من أجسام أجسادهم يتسابقون لجنة الرحمن أو هل تكون القدس عاصمة لهم وتكون مرجع مرجم وجبان
سندود بالأجساد عن أرض الهدى ونقدم الأرواح دون تواني وسنضرب الأعناق عن أجسادهم ونحرر الأقصى الحزين العاري ونقود جيش الله منجز وعده ونسومهم سوء العذاب القاري.
They said, quote, not all songs were properly vetted. This was an unintended mistake and an oversight in which the center and the students are remorseful. MAS will conduct an internal investigation to ensure this does not occur again.
The Muslim American Society.
Whoever just said you couldn't hear me, I appreciate it. Maybe a little sooner next time. Yeah, I'm tired too. I'm tired. Long days. I was welcoming Sonia. Was taking Dale. I need a red and green light. I know. I need some kind of something that tells me, because I'm gonna go next time. I'll be on a headset. The headset, I can play the music and I can just let things run, and I just don't want to do that. But I'm gonna have to go to a headset. Thank you, Dale. And that I won't need AU. Praise the Lord. Can you check out on audio, no audio? I don't know what that means. AU, what does that stand for? Anything? Maybe you can set up some sort of shock seat. Yeah, that's twice that's happened. I can't have these screw ups like that, because what I say is just brilliant, but it's kind of like Rush Limbaugh. But I don't know if it's worth all repeating. I was asking Sonia, welcoming her late, but better than ever, when her show is. There's some confusion on her Friday night show, and I'm recommending y'all go there and watch her, as well as anybody else who has a YouTube channel. Monkey Mom has one, and I thought I saw her name in here in the chat. We did call. I'm not sure what we did. You gotta understand, I'm picking things up later than you mean them. I was saying that this is a lot of work, and look at this. There's a jack mistake there. That's bad. I can edit it out, but it's not going to make sense. Ginger, did you know there are 2 Quran, Mecca, early Medina, later? I can barely have time to study the Bible, much less the Quran. You know, America, people think America is based on God, the God of the Bible, but it really wasn't. You know, we left England, not we, but we left England to get away from government mandated religion. Okay, so we have freedom of religion, and that's what we're about. And we certainly want to welcome other beliefs in America. You know, I know it says in God we trust, but what year was that? 1960 or something? That was put on the dollar bill. Audio is clear. No, I had to push the button. AU, I had to push the button. So I believe in the God of the Bible. That's who I believe in. Team Jesus. All right, Team Jesus. Everybody say Team Jesus with an exclamation point. I believe in the God of the Bible. But you know, how many here think that we should have? This mic was off. Anita, I didn't see you come in, because I'm back and forth here, and I appreciate it. And I'm sure someone sent you loves and hugs and things like that and welcome you. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I messed that up because I didn't push my mic. I can't have the mic on when the video is playing, because the video goes into the microphone, and you know, learned that early on, didn't we, girls? So we want, gosh, listen. Do we want prayer in schools? Now, a lot of you are going to raise your hand and say, yes, we need prayer in school. But let me tell you, I'm at what's called a proctor. I sit through the exams at a couple of the local schools here. It's like watching paint dry. You're not allowed to have India, really. You're in India. You're a help desk by chance. We had an Indian lady help me today at a sewing center, and just a sweetheart. And she couldn't get the sewing done by tomorrow because she's got family coming in at the airport. And I told her I'd go pick up her family. I have a big truck. And she thought that was funny, but I think we lose something in our humor translation. Team Jesus, thank you. Crap load of exclamation points. So I sit in this school. You're not allowed to text or read or anything. You got to sit and watch these people take the test. It's brutal, but they need more people. And if your school has that, I'm all about, it's easy. I'm retired Army. I can volunteer. You may work. Sonia works a lot of hours, but go into a school and help kids. That's our foundation. The Bible is about Jesus, the Bible, the God of the Bible is about Jesus first and then children second. That's how important children are. So by you going to school, it's not a God thing. You could wear a, Team Jesus t-shirt or something. But you can't talk to them about God or anything. But in Johnson County, where I'm at, North Carolina, there's they do the Pledge of Allegiance every morning. They put their heart over the hand over the heart, and they say, "I pledge allegiance to God." They do that. I'm impressed. And then they do a moment of silence. I've never timed it. 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute, I don't know. They sit there. And I guarantee these kids are praying, because this is a major test event coming up. Got one next week. End of year, end of grade test. So you can bet they're praying to God. But if you've got prayer in school, who's got it this week? Is it my kid's turn to stand up and say, "Thank you, Jesus"? And then next week, it's Muhammad's kid, Muhammad. Says, "Thank you, Muhammad." And next week it's Mormons, Jehovah's Witness. No Mother's Day. We don't celebrate Mother's Day. We don't celebrate Christmas. Not dogging JWs, but who's got the prayer? Who's doing the prayer that day, that week? And there's where we open up a can of worms. I want my prayer in the school. Well, we can't. This is a diverse country, and this is what it's all about. And people want to come here for this reason. But there's extremists, okay? Extremist Christians think gays should be killed. I think that's extreme. And fortunately, there are laws that prevent that. But I welcome gays in church. Come to church. Come talk about Jesus. I don't think we should judge. And there's a decay of morals in America as well. And certainly abortion. Go back to the abortion. Hopefully my speaker was on when I was talking about the abortion clinic. And I'm in prison, abortion in schools. There's a lot of battles, and I don't want to get calluses, patting myself on the back. That's not what the point of this is. I'm saying there's lots of places to serve, whatever your venue is. Get out there and go. You can go to church on Sunday and high five and sing Kumbaya, and isn't life grand? But get out there where the dirt is. Get out there where they're throwing crap at you. And these other countries are cutting heads off. I wonder why. Is that something that's instilled upon a child early on? So now my tablet went out, so I can't see anything. Dale, why can't each group have their own space and time? Yeah, I know. I was Army a long time, and I was in charge of the drug testing for a 2,700-man reserve unit command. I would go to these, when I walk in, we lock the doors, and they stay, and usually it's a gymnasium, sometimes cafeteria, and they stay. Nobody leaves until they've peed on a bottle. That's how it works. Well, so no, they can sit anywhere as you want. The doors are locked. You're stuck in there for a drill, a week and a month. These guys would drill. I was active duty. I was an advisor at a reserve command, high command. And I thought it was interesting that the whites would sit at white tables largely, and the blacks would sit with the blacks, and the Hispanics with the Hispanic. They're naturally migrated towards their people. No one made them do it. No one had to do it. Okay, it's just kind of a force within. Should we be forcing Muslims to sit with Christians? I don't know. I don't know. And I say this, I've said this, I don't know if I said it here before. In prison, you're a new young kid in prison for the first time, and you're scared. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where you're at, and they come in, and they're looking for I see they're looking for God. They're looking for cover their back, friends. Okay, new people don't know anybody, and I see a lot of them go to the Muslims. The Muslims are Thursday night Bible study, different nights. And they gravitate to the Muslims, and they sit there, and because the Muslims are, you got 10, 15, 20 people in your Bible study, they got your back. Well, I submit, so do Christians. I submit, but they present more of a defense, especially in the bigger prisons. We will become a Muslim in the brotherhood, and we will protect you. And that is true to some great extent. But they, we offer the same thing. I had a guy tell me, someone came and at my Bible study and said, I got to give him his shoes. He got the $40 shoes. That's how you can tell if someone's loved in prison, if they got the cheap kids or they got the $40 canteen shoes. And yeah, no, you ain't gonna give you ain't gotta give nobody your shoes. What are you talking about? And the other guys, big arms. I got a couple bodyguards. No, you ain't gotta give nobody your. These are Christians. We're not soft wolves. Excuse me, soft sheep. 98% of American population sheep. 1% is wolves. 1% are sheep dogs. Sheeps don't like sheep dogs around them. Okay, it makes them nervous. But when there's a wolf in the yard, they get behind the sheep dog. So these guys come to us, and not me. I never spent the night there. Never have I spent the night in prison. But they come over and they get told, no, we got your back. You come to see me if someone's giving you, crap. So the same protection is there. They don't know it. I don't want to drift here, but so they go to Muslim, they say, okay, tell me in a couple of weeks. They get indoctrinated, pray in the wrong direction. They don't even know which way east is. And okay, tell me if I bail, if I leave the Muslim religion, what's the penalty? Well, you get your head cut off. That's pretty severe there. That's pretty severe. Dale, when they line up in their prayer rugs, it just looks intimidating. It does look intimidating. And Saudi Arabia, they're in their moment, and didn't have God at all, not at all. And we used to swap out their shoes. I don't know. I was young. I wish I had some pictures of that video, taking their shoes and changing them out. How to make friends. Is intimidating, and gosh, if you're old, honestly, it's got to be hard on your knees. 5 times a day they got to do that. So you get your head cut off. We are not doormats. No, we are not doormats, Miss Sonia. We are not. We can be strong. I've had that conversation a few times. I disagree. We are strong Christians, and we can't come across as monks, or they're just going to walk all over us. So a guy says, especially a Caucasian guy, it's pretty serious getting your head cut off. Let me go check on these Christians. Let me go sit at a Christian table or Christian bar. I'm just going to spy on them and see what they're about. And they talk, Jesus is wonderful, and the gospel is written, and Acts 2:38, repent and turn. Okay, let me ask this: what if I change my mind? I don't believe in the God of the Bible. Let's say I go back to the Muslim Brotherhood. What happens? You will boil in lava for eternity. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a moment. I work with people who do believe that, and I don't think that's what the Bible says, nor do I think that's what we should be telling people, that God is going to boil you in lava for eternity. Someone's got a verse that said that, let me know. But John 3:16 says, for whomsoever believes, your soul, the second death, your soul will not perish. That's fine. We're all Team Jesus. High five. Self high five. How do you do that? Self high five. Okay. If we're telling people they're going to boil, I'm thinking we're pushing people away. I think you do go into the lake of fire, and there's Psalms 37:20. I think there's various levels of punishment in the, Hitler probably gets burned a little bit longer than somebody who's never heard about Team Jesus. But I think we're scaring people away when we say that. And I know I got some new viewers that are probably thumbing me down right now. I don't believe that's what happens. I think you're cast into the lake of fire. I don't believe God is going to make this. I don't want to get off on this tangent, but this is a theology, a belief. And our theology is in fact kind. It is kind. It's not about cutting people's head off. If these young children in America are getting indoctrinated to cut off people's heads at little girls, you see that video? I'll put a link in, I don't know if it's already on YouTube. Blot it out. Blot it out, Sonia says. And that's a good point. All right. I really want to go there, and my half hour, but I'm more woken now. So if you guys can bear with me, let me talk. Okay, you got this all-powerful God. Hebrews 12:9 says we're appointed once to die, flesh bodies, and then we're appointed once to die, and then the judgment. I believe the judgment is on which side of heaven we go on. God, all powerful, sitting here. Sheep, okay, the good guys and believers go on his right. Non-believers go on his left. Separate the goats from the sheep, right? Okay, for a period of time. That would be until Jesus returns. It's actually 1,000 years after Jesus returns. That would be based on the great white throne judgment 1,000 years after Jesus returns, Revelation 19:21, where the non-believers then, hell will be cast into the lake of fire and perish and wiped out, as Sonia blotted out. Now, we're already written in the Lamb's Book of Life. We just may not know it yet. Remember, the road is wide and the path is narrow. A lot of people, hey, no, Lord, I prophesied, I healed in your name. Get away from you. I did not know you. I believe a good chunk of that, and I think Sonia will agree with me, is talking about the tribulation when we're here and people are going to get into bed with the wrong Jesus, and that's going to be a disqualifier. But so you got this God sitting here, and on his right is us, right? Team Jesus people. We're on his right, and we're by the swimming pool with a drink with an umbrella in it. And we're just having this great time. We're waving to God. Hi, God. And he thumbs up, which really means kill in gladiator days. I don't know why we lost that. And he's happy and smiles at us. We don't know who's blotted out. We don't know who's on the other side of this wall. But he looks over there, and there's a crap load of souls there boiling in lava if you subscribe to that. And he's looking at them forever and ever. Serves you right. You didn't believe me. I don't see it that way. I don't, and I know I get people that. Okay, let me qualify this too. Thumbs up means you love Jesus. If you love of Satan and Satan is your God, okay, then thumbs down. So thumbs up for Jesus, Team Jesus. Thumbs down for Team Satan. And if that's your God, so be it. Tell the people. But you Christians, you need to counter that and tell the people that you're a believer of the God of the Bible. The whole idea is bring people to the saving grace of Jesus Christ. That's the goal. Number one commission. Know God and make God be known. Come here, go there. We are at the halfway point. So if I disconnect for some reason, I'm not going to come back on. I'll say goodbye now. But let's go ahead and run it to the hour. I'd like to see some comments here. I put that nifty comment block up there. If I have some comments, I'm going to play the video again. There, Dale, got to wonder if their souls are living out the pains of all their sins on others. I don't know what that means. I don't. Souls, we have two bodies, celestial, angelic, heavenly body, people, and then we have territorial body here on earth. When the territorial body dies, falls to the ground, never to be needed again, the celestial, angelic body comes out. I believe it's documented we can have two angels come from heaven to escort you back to heaven, where you will be judged, where the judgment is to which side of heaven you go on. And Christians sit on the right side. I've got a lot of videos on the subject. Non-believers on the left side. For what? Why don't they go into the lake of fire immediately? That's a whole different glass, but I believe there's, I don't want to say a second chance. In Afghanistan, in North Korea, the Bible is illegal. I'm not sure about North Korea, but in Afghanistan, you'd be beheaded. They like that whole beheading thing. If you ever saw anyone beheaded, I don't know if there's any of that on YouTube, but it's not a guillotine where they just, there are a lot of whacks to get that head off, and you can hear the distress, you can see and feel what these people are going through an inch at a time. Okay, and then the brain is still alive, the brain's functioning until the oxygen stops. Brain's still alive for, I don't know, a couple more minutes. They can't talk because they don't have vocal cords, but you can see them like a guppy fish out of water. You can see them trying to talk. It's not a pretty way to die. Barbaric. So that's your Team Satan, Team Allah. Not to bash people. The 80% Sunni Muslims don't believe in, they believe in decapitation, but not by a sword, not repeated cuts. Thumbs up, thank you, Deanna. In hell, they are experiencing the pain. Okay, I don't believe in hell as I get in trouble when I say that, as most people know it. I believe everybody goes to heaven. I believe, where did Jesus go when he was in the tomb for 3 days? The NIV says he went to hell. King James says he went to prison. I don't have that verse in front of me. So someone looked that up. Where did Jesus go for the 3 days, 84 hours that he was in the tomb? So I believe hell is prison. It's on the left side of God. It's a holding space, a place of incarceration until the great white throne judgment. And I'm getting back to Afghanistan. So if you're born and raised Allah, you're sitting here at dinner table, you're talking Allah, you're praying 5 times a day to Allah. You never heard of this Jesus guy. Good chance you ain't never heard of him. And you're now in hell. You're now sentenced to death and boiling lava for eternity. Well, you should have known. How are you going to know? It takes teaching, and it takes thorough teaching. By the way, the Bible must be taught until the end. I submit the end is when the Godhead comes 1,000 years after Jesus returns. We love you. I love you, Sonia. I love all you guys. The American, God bless. Okay, we're like 40 minutes into it. Appreciate you joining us. Go back and watch the replay. Hit subscribe, like, and share with somebody. It's hard. It's hard to get this off the ground. And this technical stuff is really hard, isn't it, Sonia? This stuff is, a lot of moving parts. I don't have any B-roll. I deleted my B-roll because I think it was taking my camera. When I leave my exit video, I'll let that play out for a little bit. That's kind of cool. The American, good to see you. Good to see you. We're just talking about Muslims and Muslims' values imposed on us here in America. And they're certainly welcome. It was certainly welcome. We can't. We left England because of the forced government. You will obey God, and forced tithing too. There's a lot of money that was taken from them, and the government was helping people. Well, they're not taking it now. Like take taxes, but now we're non-profit 501c3 churches. That means it's more important than ever that the church or us people step up. And you ain't got to give your money to the church. And you should. Don't get me wrong. You should tithe with where you're getting fed. If you're getting fed at a church, you should tithe at that church, okay? And 10% is a little bit low, actually. But if you're out in the community and you can see where you can need help, remember, Saturday, go to the abortion clinic, and maybe all you can do is give them a $100 bill. You're tithing, you're helping. Hey, you, from Lord Jesus, send your labors to the field of Islam, my Ishmael and my defendants come, it's moving, gave you saving knowledge. You are a Lord and Savior, none other. Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, about God with the Bible. I deal with a lot of agnostics and atheists in the prison system. So I had a guy at church, Gary, if you're watching, he used to subscribe, when you say God, there's only one God to him. But just saw you are live, buddy. There are 300 million gods. My good friend Peter, who's not in Virginia this weekend, he's over by Charlotte someplace. Hope to go see him. Okay, I want to see this before this disappears. From Miss Ginger, first U.S. foreign war during Jefferson's president was Muslims. Countries that is why the Marines are called leathernecks, from the special uniforms used during that time due to the beheadings. Never have I heard that. I heard leathernecks. I just thought because they spent a lot of time in the sun doing push-ups or something. Feel good, men. Amen. Got you. Where was I? We got 20 minutes here. Go volunteer. Time, talent, and tithing. Time, talent, tithing. Give your time, give your talent, whatever that is, and tithing. Yes, 10% minimum should be going to the place where you are educated, where you get fed the Bible, the gospel. Okay, and if you're getting 5% from your church and 5% someplace else, then give 7% of your income to each. But there are plenty of ways to donate money. I deal with a lot of homeless, ladies. Do not roll your window down for the beggar at the traffic light. It is far too dangerous. Don't do it. Gentlemen, roll your window down and give him $1. What's $1? You know, what's $5 to you? But look at their shoes. You can always tell the guy's real begging status is his shoes. Let me tell you this. I was at a gun show yesterday, North Carolina gun show. And guys, I've never heard this before. And a guy was outside, and he wanted to get a ticket in, $9, I think it was. And he didn't know, he had two kids in there working the booth selling stuff and didn't know they couldn't buy tickets with a credit card, and asked me if I'd buy him a ticket. Lord, that's out there. That is out there. I've never heard that one before. And I bought him a ticket. You know, sound like a valid story. I lost that money. No. But an hour, I get my business card. Gun101.com is my website, gun101.com. For all your shooting needs, shameless plug. And an hour or so later, an hour and a half, he called me and says he was leaving, has got my money, and I went to meet him, and he gave me, I think it was $21 or $22. It doubled my money in an hour, trusting him, trusting judgment. You know, we are allowed to judge, despite these people that are at the abortion clinic says, don't judge me. We're allowed. We don't judge people to hell, but we're allowed to judge that you're going to cross the street or not roll up your window. Deanna Cole Q, question? Can I ask a question to be talked about this week? Sure. Yes, please. Yeah, ask questions. Give me, and then others here can input. With Miss Ginger's comment on the leather nets where the Muslims are cutting off heads. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know about that. There were other things I was more afraid of in Southwest Asia than getting my head cut off. There was other things going on. I'm divorced now, but my wife, and she listens now and then. I got headaches back then, and she'd send me extra strength Excedrin. I always remember little victories. And I kind of feared getting caught. And some of the missions we're on, I really feared getting caught, because I knew in a POW camp, among other things, they wouldn't give me Excedrin, aspirins, and I would get headaches, and I'm no fun to be around. So really, wow, I don't know what we're reeling about, because I'm in a different time zone. God bless you all. Time to go to work. Well, leave us running. Shoot, leave us running so I get the view time. Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The American always look at their shoes, level up. That's what I say too. You can tell by their shoes. In prison and outside, people don't like putting dirty shoes on. Shameless plug. That was great. Yeah, because I teach shooting, and I got a student. I did get some students out of this event this weekend. I need students. I'll come to your state and teach you. Be happy to teach you some advanced stuff. Not me. This is the first time you've been in here. Not me today. Appreciate you joining. I'm sure somebody welcomed you. I've been being mean today. I'll try not to, as I don't feel y'all deserve it. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but okay, let me do another plug here. I have to do this about every 5th video, so I got new people coming in that I meet and greet. In the Bible are 30,000 verses, just over 30,000, depends on the translation you have. All of them have 30,000, unless it's Kmart or something. All Bibles have at least 30,000 verses. In the world, Christian denominations, over 30,000. Over 30,000 Christian denominations explaining 30,000 verses. Okay, somebody be wrong. Somebody be wrong, and it could be me. I have to throw that out. Thumbs up if you believe the main things are the main things. Team Jesus. Thumb down if your God is Satan and you worship Satan. Welcome, not me, missing you. I'm a good shot. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Yeah. I know you. I get that all the time. People are good shots. I get that. I teach people that they cannot shoot. That's what I do. I don't teach them. I'm a good shot. I'm a good shooter. I'm just not a good hitter. But because I'm old in my eyesight, so I can't line up the sights fast enough. But, I haven't been here a while. Where have you been? Not me. That's right. You've been with me for years, as I recall. It is kind of nice talking to y'all guys like this and seeing the interaction versus a normal video. Encourage me to make these. Sonia, Deanna, what was your question, sis? I use the same smoke aid, Cole. Edit, use it to the end, the smoke habit. No idea what that means. I use the same smoke aid. Smoke aid. You need an AR. I don't know if anybody needs an AR. I don't mean to talk shop here. We've got 10 minutes to go, but PCC, that's the magic word. Pistol caliber carbine. A carbine is a gun under 20 inches, under 21 inches, okay, that you can manipulate doors. In North Carolina, an AR, in Team Jesus American, an AR will go 1,000 yards, 1,000 meters, okay. Who are you shooting that far? 600 yards, 400 yards. You're not really shooting anybody that far. And if you're inside your house and you're shooting the bad guy, it's going to penetrate multiple walls to include the outside wall and go kill somebody. Who needs that? You don't need an AR 5.56 223. Okay, you need a PCC, whatever your pistol caliber is. Let's say, I don't like 45s. I'm going to say 9 because I'm a big 9 fan. You have a 9mm pistol and you've learned to run it. You can run that 9mm. I don't mean to be a shooting show here, but this is free advice. You learn to run that 9 and you've got 10,000 9mm bullets. Well, all the pistol does is get you to the real gun, the rifle or shotgun. So now you're pulling out a pistol caliber carbine, PCC, and those 10,000 rounds in a grid down situation, the same 10,000 rounds now will work in your PCC. And in a perfect world, the magazine will work too. So you can have the same magazine, Glock, most popular, or M&P, and there are some others that fit your pistol, that'll fit in your, just, you know, I have 50 magazines, you know, you could fill them all up. You know, cowboy days, you had the Indians, God bless them, they were running around in circles hollering. I don't see any strategic value in that at all. And they're getting shot out to horses. And there's a 30-30 lever. I don't know where they got all these 30-30 lever actions. They're shooting out the window. And for some reason, the wood isn't coming in and the Indians shooting back. But there's always a woman loading these 30-30s. And she'd give it to the man, maybe a kid. And then they'd shoot and go empty. I don't know where they got them bullets. I don't know where they got them 30-30s. Ain't no woman going to load your magazine for you, people. Ain't no woman going to load for you these days. Okay, so get yourself a PCC, a 9mm. I'm going to come out 9mm. No other caliber is acceptable unless you're in training, and then a 22 is good. It's not about the caliber, it's about placement. I'm losing my, not me, I'm so happy that you're here. I still don't know what Deanna meant by that smoke aid. Betsy, did I miss it? Betsy, see my 44 mag rifle makes a large hole. Yeah, but it's overkill. It's overkill, and the bullets are a lot more money. You're not going to shoot as much. Not me. We're going to need them before long, since Russia and China are training troops in Mexico. I didn't know that. Could you give us a link on that? Dan, it's funny. Sorry, I thought your pin was the end of a smoke aid. No, I do not smoke. I do not drink. Not judging those who do. I don't. No. No, it's a pin for my, it's a highlighter for my ADHD. No, but you know, one of those, yeah, you should quit that. You should, I did dip tobacco, long story, but, and then I was getting at the minister level there, and I didn't hear audible words. I felt God saying, you should quit dipping. I remember, you know, oh God, I like dipping, you know, so I'll make you not like it. And then, couple days later, it was a couple days, I still have the can. I used to tell people it tastes like manure. How do you know what manure tastes like? So it just started tasting bad, and I put it down, and I never crossed my mind again. Well, I got off the airplane, I got back from the Persian Gulf, and that's where I started dipping, and I put it in behind the seat of the airplane. You know, I'm done. There was leaf tobacco, because we were moving so fast, you're going to always get dip, so you got weed or tobacco leaves. I'm done. But after, I don't know, a month or two, and then pretty colored packages sitting there being there, so I started dipping. And I remember, again, ex-wife, we were on a walk, and I started dipping again. I told her, I said, I dip tobacco. And she says, I know. Hard to keep stuff from a woman. It's hard to keep stuff from a woman. But this time I put her away with the assistance of God. And I think because he didn't want me, I'm already talking fast because I'm a Yankee, but he don't want me spitting in the bottle and let me tell you how wonderful God is. So he empowered me to quit dipping. I think that's my last vice now. I had linked it. I had not me says, not me. You should capitalize your word. I had in the sentence. I had linked. It's been mentioned on several channels. Yeah. I don't have a TV. I do not own a TV. I don't watch news. Whatever information I get is from the internet, and as you know, the internet cannot lie. No one's allowed to lie on the internet. The American, I'm good, thank you. Not what? Don't know. I started smoking again. No, not me. No, no. Put that down, boy. Sorry, a pen looks just like my fake smoker. Okay. How about we go to red? Is that better? I'm not a big fan of God putting his hands on you and healing and you know, your amputated foot comes out. I'm not a big fan of that, but I do believe in the power of healing and the power of prayer. Once you're on Team Jesus and you set yourself, you know, it's kind of hard to quit smoking when you surround yourself with a bunch of smokers. I do that in prison a lot, in jail, and the guys get out, and the first thing they do is smoking bad stuff, and they go and I see them back in jail again. I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed. Easy for me. I went in the Army at 17 and we had drug tests and I just never had an interest. I got marijuana card on. I'm going to try to quit pain pills. Oh Lord, not sure. But you know, they're trying to make, if you got a marijuana card, you cannot purchase a gun. A lot of states are going to that, and I think there's some merit throwing pain pills on top of it. It's a lot of judgment to running a gun, and if you're in pain, you're not learning to do it correctly. Okay, have me come out to your state. I'll do some do the training for free. You pay for transportation. We'll do free training. Oh, American. Oh no, not me. Please try to quit again. I smoked for 37 years. Yeah, I dipped for 18. Thought nothing of giving it up with the power of Jesus. The American, you can do it. I know it can't, easier for us to say, but you can do it with the power of Jesus Christ and every day in prayer and every day talking to him. Haven't needed pain pills in many years because of that. Haven't needed pain pills, Sonia says. I don't know. 7 minutes. Anyways, I thought, Deanna, well, you were going to ask a question. Did you ask it and I missed it or something? The American, I don't know how you do those icons. And Sonia, the girls can do those too. I'll have to look at that. Sonia dipped. Well, Colorado, them girls are they're pretty tough. You know, they're pretty tough. Got chew in their mouth, missing teeth. Although not Sonia, she's pretty sensitive about any suggestion. But I don't know if she dips or not. But she's a pretty girl. She's pretty, so you don't want to dip because you don't want your lip falling off. You just, you know, then you got to grow a beard to cover it all up. Anyways, let's get back to the end so I can end. Guys, we need to put this domination in check. Okay, well, who are we? Well, I got a YouTube channel, a couple thousand subs. We can tell people just to, you know, be suspicious of this voting Muslims in, even though they're not qualified, you know, just to be, oh, I want to, you know, I want to be open-minded. You know, nobody knows who you vote for that booth, and you dang sure better be voting for Republicans. 4,400 babies killed every day because of Democrats. It's a open and shut case there. Trump 2020. Period. Thumbs up if you Team Jesus. Thumbs down if you love Satan. Sorry, I know. Sonia says, I know, laugh a lot, but yes. Are you serious? You dip tobacco, Sonia? Not that candy tobacco you got in your store there? Deanna, sorry if we were all over the map, Cole, but it is a good show. That's coming from tonight, and it has helped me. God bless. If anything we want to do here is help somebody. And it's hard to have an interactive Bible study chat because I have to read your chats, and it takes time. And versus Sunday church where you raise your hand and ask, you know, the other day said that we all came from Adam and Eve. You can't win that battle to somebody who's hard bent on that somehow we came from two people. And where does slanted eyes come from? Deanna left it out. Can't we be dippers? Sonia, I'm a dip. cheat at time. I get it. Colorado humor. Meet the Bible. Can we have a Q&A next week? Yeah, would it be worth it? How many want a Q&A? How many of you want me to do this live? We got 4 minutes. Live Monday next week, and we'll have maybe a short lesson. We'll have a Q&A. Give us some feedback real quick. Deanna, can we ask questions during the show? Yeah, you already asked that. And I said, yes, I was expecting a question here. But now we're down a few minutes, and I'm going to do this closeout. Don't lay down for this. Don't roll over for this, people. You know, tomorrow night, I'm going to a city council meeting in Raleigh, North Carolina. And there's 6 anti-abortion people speaking. And I'll be, hopefully next month, I'll be speaking. These council meetings are pretty cool. People go in there, and it takes a couple months to get permission. You got to submit your notes. Not me getting notifications. Well, you know, just keep my channel on all the time, not me. Neither did I. I know I didn't put out, I was going to at this clinic, I don't want to call them a clinic, they kill babies. Today I had something in mind, and things got messed up there. But but I'll come on Monday if I can get some support and some people in there and asking questions. And I'll come back Monday. Go to your council meetings on stop letting these any takeover. Okay, and if kids, I mean, that's a clue. That's a key right there. A clue that if someone's telling your children to sing a song to cut heads off of people who do not agree on their religion, we don't need their religion. We don't need their people. We don't need them kids. Yes, Q&A. Yeah, I just laugh out loud. Where's my timer here? It says I've been alive for an hour, so I have to. I'm going to say goodbye. I love you guys, each and every one of them. I appreciate it. The after show, the post show that people are watching tonight and tomorrow, I will edit a couple minutes off the front of this though. Appreciate it. If you would like to subscribe, share, thumbs up for Team Jesus, thumbs down for if you're a Satan worshiper. 30,000 verses in the Bible, 30,000 denominations explaining them. Every state in America has a law that you cannot play with venomous snakes at church on Sunday. Why is it every state felt empowered to have a law that you can't have a venomous snake? People read the Bible differently than each other. You know, share the love, share the love. Now more than ever, we need to spread the word. And 250 videos, I'm sure I'm right on some things and wrong on some things. If I'm wrong, come and tell me, guys. Come here, and girls, come here and tell me with scripture how I'm wrong. I appreciate it. I'm going to do this real cool exit video for a couple of minutes. Your comments will still register until I log out. Thank you. I'll see you next week. God bless, girls. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody. Good seeing you again, not me. Come back. Everyone have questions for Cole. Yep. Give me questions next week. I'll see you before then, though, on a short video. God bless. Thank you. Hope this works. Bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.